the rest of my delightful compatriots here, but they've decided to join me. Noelle is raising funds for titties, and I am raising funds. And I'm raising funds for Trans Lifeline.
Yeah, I'm raising funds for Transgender Law Center.
We're all raising money for titties.
We're all raising money for good. Well, y'all are raising money for good things, and I'm raising I need $95 to make my boobies grow.
Titties are a good thing, though. Like,
Yeah, well, titties are two good things.
Titty, they are.
For the record, they are VTuber titties, not real life.
I don't
titties.
see the problem.
Oh shit.
I don't see the problem either.
I mean, I don't either. Actually, the only problem I have right now is there's not enough art of it.
Hey,
That's true.
Like
you
I
know,
said,
not having enough fan art is pretty normal.
Once it's funded, you know, like I said, you and I, we need to hit up Pingu.
Yes, we do.
Good job.
Yes.
Okay, are we good to start?
I think we're good to start.
All right,
let's do it.
Discord just broke itself. Oh, that sucks. Remember, everybody, we've got a bunch of milestones at like 900 and 1,000, and then a couple more after that. I'm gonna throw in some extra art raffle if we get there. You know, I believe in y'all.
Oh, I need to ready up.
Remember
I'm so sorry.
Tiltify link.
Yep.
Can we get an exclamation point TLL in the chat?
There's the Tiltify, and then if you want to know more about Trans Lifeline, Trans Lifeline is a non-profit organization by trans people for trans people. They help people get support, crisis relief. They allow you to get such things as HRT, to fill out paperwork, to do name changes, and if you just need someone to help you through a mental health crisis, they're there. They were not there yesterday because they were off for Juneteenth. Because
which
that's
is
a very important thing for so many people.
Name, though.
I mean, it's one of them portmanteaus.
Getting trapped with my own thoughts.
I mean, I'm trapped with a bunch of thoughts right now.
Oh, Lola. Hey, Coffee Ghost.
Waiting for the prosecutor and their charges. Oh my god, the law book here says in SOC we trust. Ooh, okay. There's a pair of like scales here with the Twitch logo. I love that. Okay. We're learning.
We're learning.
You can also set the defendant's face with a PNG and give a as well.
Yes. So yeah, as the judge, I literally just agree with whatever the last person says. If Phoenix Wright has taught me anything.
What?
Oh, really? I didn't know that, you know, G's came in the PNG variety these days. I didn't know that you had digital cameras.
I like that I have a wiener dog here with the things that I can do.
Yeah.
Wait, me and the prosecutor
my typewriter has a smiley face on it.
Amazing. Your Honor, spaghetti on pizza is delicious. Bailiff, tackle that member of chat.
I'm on it.
How you doing, Cheechin?
I didn't mean to throw that one out there.
There's we've got a bunch of cardboard cutouts bouncing behind us.
Oh yeah.
That's a little creepy.
I don't like it.
Waiting for the prosecutor and their charges.
Yes. Miss Tendies, please present your evidence. We do not have all day. John Doe is accused of putting pineapple on pizza. Witnesses are a sad clown and a policeman. I mean,
I gotta be a cop?
put exclamation point guilty or not guilty to help with the case. All right, let's see here. All right. Miss Tendies, please present your evidence.
Your Honor, as you can see from this credit card statement, there is clearly a charge on John Doe's card for a pineapple pizza. They've ordered a Hawaiian.
Miss Tendies, this card says decline not even for coffee. Are you suggesting that they were able to buy a pineapple pizza with a card that would not even pick up a coffee?
I didn't say they weren't broke as fuck. I just said they tried to order a pineapple pizza, and as you can see from the charge.
All right. Defense, what do you have to say about this?
Well, clearly this is just hearsay, because clearly if you look at their bank account, this was a dark web purchase.
Babe, it's not picking up your voice.
Why is it
I
not
hear
picking
them.
up my voice?
I mean, actually, I hear them through
hear them
your
too.
microphone, Neri.
Oh, that's fine. This was a dark web purchase. This was not an attempt to buy a pineapple pizza. Clearly.
Are you suggesting they purchased this pizza on the dark web and
I'm not
therefore?
suggesting they purchased any pizza. I'm suggesting that the assumed charge on the card was a dark web purchase.
Hmm.
God.
And so,
LRB.
where are you going with this, Miss Lexi?
That the dates don't line up. If you look at the date of the supposed pineapple pizza, and then you look at the credit card charges, even the times, it just could not be my defendant because they were too busy on the dark web.
Hmm. I see. Oh, I just realized that the trans lifeline thing is make it so that people cannot see what the verdict is if they just came in a chat. Let me just quickly adjust that here.
I think I
Very well. Let's see. Do we have a witness here?
Yes, Your Honor. I would like to call in a sad clown.
Let's see. Oh, that was. I did not mean to do that.
She hit
All
me
right.
with a hammer.
All right, Ms. Neriacare, I, as I believe it, you are in fact a sad clown.
I used to be funny.
Well, I'm glad, Miss Sad Clown, that instead of you chose to instead continue to be a sad clown instead of going down the route of embracing the right-wing pipeline. Now then, Miss Sad Clown, what do you have to say about John Doe putting pineapple on pizza?
Oh shit.
May I remind you? Oh, breaking news! Dark Alley pizza purchases on the rise. Well.
I'm allergic to pineapple, and yet John Doe ordered a pineapple pizza.
I thought this was a witness, not just somebody allergic to pineapple.
Now, thanks to John Doe, I had to get my left foot surgically removed.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant. None of us have feet.
Oh shit, you're right. Miss Tendies, next time please bring a witness that does not waste our time. Alright, defense, do you have anything further to say?
I have a witness of my own, if I may.
Oh yes, you know what? I'll allow it.
Alright, I'd like to call the policeman to the stand.
Ah.
So, Mr. Policeman,
Yep.
What is
you,
that?
you were there at said pizzeria on the supposed day of the pineapple pizza purchase.
Yep.
Does this man look familiar to you?
Nope.
No. Were there any, at least while you were there, were there any pineapple pizzas sold while you were there?
I think one of you may need to take turns muting your mic because we've got a bit of echo.
Nope.
Your Honor, I rest my case.
That all seems pretty clear to me. All right. Okay, Noel, what position in this courtroom do you hold again? I'm just the judge.
I'm the bailiff.
Oh my god, that's excellent. Well, with everything else, that you've seen here, I think it's time to give closing statements. Ms. Tendies? Ms. Tendies, your microphone is either muted or we cannot hear you.
Their mouth is moving, but I do not hear anything.
She has no mouth, and she
My
wants
mouth
to
is
scream.
moving and I can't
There we go, we can
scream.
talk again.
Yeah, we go.
The game decided I would. You see, the game is attempting to silence me because I held the correct. But anyway,
No conservative talking points here, Ms. Tendies. Defense, give your closing statement and let's
Yes,
wrap up
as
the lunch.
Your Honor, what you see here is a flagrant display of blackmail, as my client was nowhere near the pizzeria that day, and in fact was just making purchases on the dark web. I don't know what else needs to be said here, quite honestly. This is a disastrous display of a court, a kangaroo court, if you will, Your Honor. And I'm just ashamed at this lack of professionalism from the prosecution.
Very well. I've heard everything I need to hear. Combined with the Twitch chat polling here, and the lack of apparent evidence, everything seems purely circumstantial. Certainly, pineapple pizza dark web purchases are on the rise, but this does not constitute the fact that John Doe put pineapple on pizza.
I put my microphone on push to talk.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
oh no.
Breaking news. Oh, fantastic. I've heard everything I need to hear. Let this, very little evidence has been submitted. Are you certain of your judgment? Are you questioning me, game?
Yeah!
Oh, my god.
Y'all were too well behaved. I couldn't do anything.
It walked out singing in victory, but a passerby mistook their excitement for madness and smacked them in the jaw with a handbag. Woke up later with chewing gum stuck in their hair. Fantastic. It's Noel has pillow hands. Flannel fawn a bit too serious. Characters noted 97. Delightful. This is good shit.
This is a fun game.
This is
Yes,
fun.
we
Okay,
can
this is
we can
bailiff.
absolutely do random.
Oh, I guess I'm defense now.
We have no judge. Okay. Oh, judge
No,
is
we have-
oh. Cool.
Judge Noel.
Okay. You know what? I feel like we need a witness.
Noel, pillow hands, Delphine Mystique. Let's go.
It's Judge.
Bureaucrat
missing?
rebranding.
It's Judge now.
We're missing the bailiff.
Who are we missing?
We're missing Munis.
Yes. Okay.
Muse.
Munis.
Oh, there she is. Yes, is going to be
I got
either a
disconnected for
juror
some
or the
reason.
bail.
Yeah, you don't need to leave the game, I guess.
I don't know what
Okay.
happened. I was loading in and then I just got sent back to the main menu.
Transform says that Mias was eating the evidence.
I would do no such thing.
We saw your mouth moving, but no sound came out.
Yum, yum, yum,
Yum,
yum.
yum, yum.
Mm-hmm.
Your Honor, nuh-uh.
Your Honor, in my defense, I was feeling a little silly.
Honor, in my defense, I'm a Capricorn.
Wait a minute.
I was going to say I'm a Leo in the...
goat with fishtail.
Yeah, well, I'm a Libra, which is honestly the perfect sign
don't
for
know,
a
I'm not
courtroom.
Capricorn. I'm a Leo.
I
Why
too am
though?
Leo.
I think they're a
I
Greek
think
mythology
one of my
thing.
I think one of my favorite jokes is yeah, I don't believe anything in the zodiac. I think it's all just a bunch of, you know, mumbo jumbo and like superstitious nonsense, but maybe that's just the Pisces in me coming out.
Yeah, I don't believe Zodiac either. It's just that the Libra's symbol
I
is
love that.
scales.
That's great, I like that.
I want to see some justice in this court
What
tonight.
do you got there? Girl, what do you got? Spit it out.
Okay, I'm going to import a file.
Very much.
Get bonked.
Ah.
I'll do this one.
We're gonna get you out of this, don't worry.
my client declares oopsie daisies.
So why is there a hot dog?
Why isn't there a hot dog in every courtroom?
Exactly. It's
True.
because I run a
No,
nice,
this is my,
lovely courtroom here.
He is accused of...
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
I know you
All
didn't
right,
do it. We
well-
didn't get you out of here.
Prosecutor, make your defense, your statement.
Your Honor, thank you. It would please the
I
court.
can't hear you.
Oh, that's right. I have push to talk on. Your Honor, it would please the court. Can you hear me now?
I absolutely can. You may go ahead.
Loud and clear.
Yes. This courtroom shall... It is my intent to prove beyond all reasonable doubt that the accused cast a fireball spell in the middle of a crowded village.
Gasp.
Understandable. Miss Fawn, do you have a defense?
Yes. I posit that didn't happen, and in fact, my client cannot use Fireball at all. This blurry photo shows my client in magic school actually failing to cast Fireball. Vivi is incapable of casting Fireball, and so
We have a breaking news report.
Yeah, breaking news. Tiefling terrorist groups on the rise.
listen, my client is not associated with any terrorist groups. I'd like that known.
Well, you know you have to do that every time now, right?
You bet your ass I will.
Yep, yep.
So yes, that is my argument that my client could not cast Fireball as she is incapable of casting magic.
Thank you, Miss Fawn. Miss Neri, you were...
If she did not cast fireball, then
Can't hear you again.
it is true that this client failed magic school, but how do you explain this stained apron covered in soot and also dragon's blood, as this tiefling has experimented on her own body to give herself the powers of a draconic sorcerer, and as such is now throwing around fireballs willy-nilly, even in situations where the party says, Vivi, we are in a enclosed, confined space. Please do not fireball the cave ceiling. And Vivi says, I'm gonna fireball the cave ceiling.
Hi, Bagel.
While
She
I,
has-
tend to.
She is, even though her alignment is chaotic good, she has no concept of the phrase collateral damage.
Understood. Fawn. Argument.
Yes. Oh, hang on.
Oh no.
We interrupt this to bring a breaking news. Tieflings are in favor of eugenics, apparently.
What the
Listen,
fuck?
We're not here. We're not here
That
to
sure
talk about
escalated quickly,
eugenics.
didn't it?
We're not here to talk about eugenics. We're here to talk about arson. That's completely different. That's completely different crime. We're not here to talk about that.
What
Now,
the
your
fuck?
Your argument was that that my client is incapable of knowing collateral damage, and you presented the I forget the evidence you presented actually. What was that?
The stained apron.
Right. So the
Tyrus,
stained
it's
apron
either
has
guilty
the
or
soot
not
on
guilty.
it and dragon's blood. Now I would like to question how you know that was dragon's blood specifically, but I do have a very specifically this piece of evidence here. Now this is a burnt wooden spoon. Now, contrary to what that might suggest, this is not a case of arson. This is a at the most the manslaughter version of arson, which was an accident, not intentional. This spoon and the soot were a house fire, not burning down a village. And as we all know, the most likely cause of house fires is smoking, not casting fireball, or even experimenting with your own body, which you have the right to do in the state of California. So, what I
I
suggest...
thought we were in Japan.
the state of
We're in Japanifornia.
What I suggest is that it is all circumstantial and that it was an accident on their part. You did not intentionally burn down a village. It was an accident.
Hey, Sarah.
Nailed.
All right. I believe that we have a witness. Is that correct, Miss Kerr?
That is
San Francisco.
correct.
Who would you like to call to the stand?
I would like to call the granny to the stand.
We're in Shadow. No, we're in Phoenix, right? We're in Japanifornia.
Japanifornia?
That's where
San
Phoenix right is held.
Francisco?
Is that actually what it's
Tokyo?
called?
It's what the fans call it. Because it's never clear if it's in like California or Japan.
You know, it kind of
That's
pulls
like
from
an
both,
exercise.
right? I'm not actually a big
So,
Asian fan, to be honest.
Calling the granny to the stand.
Oh shit, is that me? How
They're
do I?
both you lower. No, it's
Okay.
Noel's got to hit the button.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
you
wait, I
scroll
gotta-
to like select the witness toggle.
Oh, nice.
And then you hit the one on
Noelle's learning how to play the game.
I am.
We're all learning how to play the game. Like
the
it's
one
our
on
first
Mary's
day
side.
in court.
Looks like very little evidence has been submitted. No, that's to do a judgment.
No, that's
Okay.
that's the judgment, don't it?
Yeah, that's the verdict. Yeah.
We're not. I don't think we're there yet.
It's
Uh,
really
I think prosecutors can also call them out.
Yeah, I think the
no,
prosecutor has to.
fine.
I've got a red button and a blue button, and then I have my
No,
judgment.
the prosecutor has to ask to call them out, and then the judge has to hit the button.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh,
Oh,
there
okay,
we go.
there we go.
Cool.
I still
Should
don't
have
see a
two
button.
sets of red and blue.
I just see one red and blue.
You might have missed it.
There
Oh,
we
no,
go.
there we go.
There we go. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Um,
I'm learning.
and I'm a granny apparently. Is it like? Are you hearing like a voice mod type thing?
No,
I'm
not.
not.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. All right, everyone. Yeah. It's
Popped
nice
up
to be
picture
here.
of us.
Excuse me, changing the type of granny I am. So
You
the
fucking
witness.
mob boss.
It's
I'm
Grandma
a
Hurricane.
serial smoker.
It's Grandma Hurricane Charlie.
That's exactly who I is. That's my name, Hurricane Charlie. Cause there's 3 reasons that I'm called Hurricane Charlie. 1, my name is Charlie. 2, I'm a complete and total disaster. 3, when I roll into town, I blow everyone. You hear me? Anyways, so
Understood, Miss Charlie. Just make sure you don't smoke in the courtroom, okay?
I thought this was America.
This is Japanifornia.
Oh well, you're right. I'll just I'll wait until there's a smoke break. Mias is putting guilty. I'm not even okay. So I believe there's supposed to be questions or some shit.
Yes. Go ahead and Miss Care, get your statement from your witness, please.
Now, now, her grandmother
We can't hear you.
Hurricane Charlie.
talk to her.
You
Babe,
were you in the village?
There you go, push the
Mary, we
door.
can't hear you.
Mary, we can't hear you.
Fuck. Now, Hurricane
Now we can
Charlie, you were in the village when the fire broke out. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Can you recount the events of the day?
Well, at the time I was in the tavern, the Salty Dog, and I believe the defendant was there using some bardic inspiration. Now I don't know about you, but I don't know no bards who can cast Fireball.
Was the defendant with a bard, or was she the bard? I'm confused.
The defendant was a bard. You know, she was using a perform check to make sure she didn't have to pay for a room.
I see. And how did the fire break out?
You know, I had my eye on her the whole time. There was some hinky shit happening. There was some glittery sparkles, and I remember smelling sulfur, and then my eyebrows were just gone. You can imagine how surprised I looked.
Miss Charlie, I'm gonna have to ask you to watch your language in the courtroom. On that note, Miss Fawn, you have a.
This is my witness. I would like to cross-examine.
Oh,
Ms. Care's
boy.
witness,
Oh.
if that's okay.
That's fine. Go ahead.
You need to bring back the granny.
You're right.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, everything went dark there for a second, and I think I saw the face of Guad. It was a chinchilla or something.
I said it was me. Go ahead.
I'll be right back, rebranding, I guess.
So, Ms. Granny, what name can I refer to you?
You can call me Charlie, dear.
Ah, right. Ms. Charlie, now, you say you've been smoking all your life, is that correct?
You know, it was one of the first things, like, back in my day, you know, they would give you, like, a bottle or something, but, you know, they would also give you, like, a cigarette in between. They said it was healthy for you, and I've lived a long life, as you can see.
I can see that, and times have definitely changed. They didn't used to do that when I was young. Now, as we all know, as I proved with my evidence, the fire was started by a cigarette. Where were you when the fire started?
Excuse me, I don't think I'm the one on trial here.
No, but if I can prove that you did it, my client clearly didn't. So, where were you when the fire started?
I was having a drink at one of the tables.
All
they
right.
would-
I thought there would be more to that. And you didn't see it start?
I saw some sparkles, and and that, I mean, I'm not an arcane spellcaster. I don't know how to identify outgoing spells. I don't know how to counter spell. Could have been any kind of spell, quite frankly.
Okay. Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Absolutely. Thank you, Miss Fawn. Miss Charlie, you may step down from the stand.
Oh, don't send me back to the dark place, please, Your Honor.
Did I bonk? Somebody else bonked you. Okay.
No, I did it.
Okay.
you
sounds
have to
good.
send them back. No, I'll...
Fuck the police.
All right.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we have more news.
We interrupt this.
Tieflings!
Wow.
You turned her!
Killed.
They sparkle.
Sparkle.
I'm not entirely sure what that has to do with the relevance of this case. Miss Fawn, do you have a witness of your own?
Yes, I have a witness that I would like to call. I have with me the intern of a home inspector that I would like to call. I don't know how to click them.
I'll tell you this for free, tiefling breast milk tastes like buttermilk and cinnamon, according to the game developers.
Love that for them.
That's canon.
I don't know how to call my witness. Oh,
It
there
is
we go.
actually Ken.
It's actually canon. Mine's just vanilla. Miss Fawn,
So
you may
could you
start your-
please state your name for the court?
My name is Stressed Intern. Looks at notes.
Well, stressed intern, it's good to have you today. Now your profession is being the intern to a home inspector, and a home inspector is capable of inspecting homes for damage and possible crimes in the case of the court today. Is that correct?
Yeah, and they don't pay me anything.
I'm very sorry to hear that.
My
Now-
tongue is stuck through this sign I'm holding up.
I am so sorry to see that your tongue is coming out of your right eye. Right. So,
Get that checked out.
do you know your boss? Did your boss say what started the fire?
He said that we didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world has been turning.
Is that so? Okay. If the fire has always been turning, Your Honor, I believe that my client is completely innocent in this case.
Absolutely, Miss Fawn. Miss Kerr, counter argument.
Stressed intern.
Yeah.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
Were you present in the tavern at the day of the fire?
No, but I did. The defendant said that he was going to show off some of her spells.
The defendant said she was going to show off some of her spells.
Yeah. Yes, he said that she just got leveled up and she was going into the lore college. She was excited about how she could take spells from other classes.
She could take spells from other classes.
Yeah, it's in the player's handbook. You can look it up.
And was one of those spells that she took Fireball?
She didn't specify.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you, Miss Kerr. And Mr. Intern, I do have to say, as an unbiased member of this court, I too at one point was an unpaid intern, so I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here with us today. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. It's good to be here.
All right, I believe we've heard enough here. Do we have any closing arguments? Let's start with the prosecution.
Your Honor, every adventurer who goes through Wizard's College must understand the risks of area of effect spells and their appropriate use. The accused did not fully appreciate that risk and used a powerful fireball spell in a situation where it was totally inappropriate to use such a spell, resulting in countless damages. The orphanage, the puppy shelter. It is only thanks to the clerics that no one was permanently injured. Honestly, such recklessness is unfitting of an adventurer, and she should have her adventurer's license revoked, regardless of her chaotic neutral alignment. I'm chaotic neutral is not a defense for arson.
Thank you, Miss Kerr. Miss Fawn.
Well, first I'd like to point out that that isn't the defense I'm going with. But thank you, Your Honor. Now, you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've been presented today with many pieces of evidence and many testimonials that suggest that my client was responsible for the fire that burned down the village last night. I propose and have stated that it was nearly a household fire and that my client, regardless of what she is leveled into or her alignment, is not responsible for the fire itself. That being said, I believe that our case holds strong and that we're good here. Sorry, I'm very bad with words today.
Thank you so much, Miss Fawn. I appreciate all of you for being here today. However, I've heard from a jury of our peers, which you can find on twitch.tv/LolotopCocktail. It's Noel now and Nary_A_KR. That the jury has found the defendant guilty.
I'm sorry, Vivi. I tried real hard.
Upon hearing the verdict, they attempted a final heartfelt speech. A lawyer sneezed so loudly that everyone forgot them instantly. Wandering the courthouse, they tried to get noticed, only to be kicked out as just another loiterer.
Poor Vivi. Now she's gonna get her adventurer's license revoked.
I liked throwing in the extra bit of evidence there with the law college, because that is
That was
true.
good.
And then just
Yeah.
but I don't know what spell they picked up. Ooh.
I was so happy when you said that the granny was like a chain smoker. I'm like, yes.
It's honestly one of my my most fun voices. I'm gonna use it in a video game that I've been cast for.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love the smoker grandma. She's one of my favorite characters.
Thank you. I do
Has
love.
anyone considered the town had it coming? I hadn't.
I love how Tiberius is like,
had it
Your Honor,
coming.
my client pleads whoopsie daisy. That was literally Fawn's defense. It was an accident.
It was, fires are 70% of household accidents. So,
I'm just saying, if it wasn't for forest fires, Smokey the Bear would be out of a job.
right,
that's-
right.
And so really, it's him who's setting all the fires.
It's called job security.
Exactly. That's what I was saying yesterday.
Right, so play again is not lit up. Do we need to...
I think
Oh,
I
yeah.
assessed it.
There you
There
go.
we go.
All right. I guess I'll be defense this time.
I'm gonna beat the
I
giant.
already have a case. I came prepared.
Let's go.
We
Smoke
don't
a
even know
granny
who
for
the
the
client
teacher.
is yet.
Yeah, I I like honestly, like I was gonna go with a different voice, but then I saw the art asset for the character, and I was like, oh, you didn't know what it was going to be, and now I've kind of changed my mind on what I'm gonna have for it as well. So, yeah, yes, I wasn't gonna say what game, but the game developer is literally in chat right now.
Oh.
I like, if nothing else, my dog
Oh,
is
shit.
fascinated by this.
I mean, it makes sense. They do love playing with socks.
I can't believe I'm a cow. Oh my gosh! Did you clicker me? I was talking over top of it.
Got clickered.
Lolo,
How-
hit her
How
again.
dare. Thank you. Fuck.
I regret nothing.
Oh my god.
Should have done that while she was the judge. Okay, looks like Lexi is the one presenting. Oh. Shimbo
Skibbleshanks?
accused of demolishing a house not scheduled for demolition.
I'm putting my cat on trial. Yes.
Okay,
I
we will
love
start
that
by
for you.
hearing from the prosecution.
Your Honor, if you will. Well, as you see, the defendant is a cat, and cats get zoomies way too much, and this cat's zoomies inadvertently ended up demolishing an entire fucking house. And also, as you can see from the scene of the crime, if you would like to see some evidence from the scene of the crime, we have this pair of broken glasses from one of the cat's caretakers.
Look, I'm gonna get you off of this, you know. You-
I pronounce this entire
Is that it?
collab gay.
Yeah,
Your
that's-
sentence is licking doorknobs.
The end of your opening statement.
Yeah, that's the end of my opening statement. Yeah.
Okay, we'll then hear from the defense.
Your Honor, quite frankly, I don't know why we're putting a cat on trial. I thought this was a respectable sock puppet, your court. But if the law demands that we put a cat on trial, then I have plenty of evidence here. There's no way that my client could have been there demolishing the house because she was playing with these brand new shoelaces. I was trying to put on the shoes that I don't have because I'm a sock puppet to go out and go and get groceries. But every time I tried to tie the laces, her eyes were just darting back and oh, sorry, my bad. His eyes were darting back and forth watching the laces, and you know he was just pouncing on them, and I was not able to tie my shoes. I was there the whole night. There's no way that he could have been there at the time of the demolition.
Your Honor, last I recall, an attorney is not a witness.
That is true, but an attorney may, I guess. No, an attorney can give statements, I guess, if they swear themselves in. Makes sense.
I'll swear as much as I can, Your Honor.
Oh,
We interrupt this courtroom drama to say cat zoomies usually at 3 a.m. when I'm fucking sleeping.
Your Honor, if I may, I do have a bit more evidence.
Yes, let's hear it.
Yes. As you can see, also at the scene of the crime, found, you know, was this empty wine bottle. And there have been evidence of trace amounts of alcohol in Skimble's system.
Thank you.
It points towards a pattern of continued abuse of substances, including not just alcohol, but also catnip and silvervine.
Your Honor, the
Objection.
defendant pleads
Are
Orange
we-
Cat.
Objection. Are we supposed to believe that this cat is an alcoholic? Have you seen what happens when you give cats alcohol? I sure haven't, but the Veterinary Association of Sock Puppeteer, definitely says that that's bad and you shouldn't do that.
This is true, but it could indicate a behavior of reckless ownership from the owner.
If my client had had an entire wine bottle, he would be f***ing dead.
Let's refrain from that kind of language in the courtroom, please.
And I mean, I can even point to this as well. While we're on the mention of substance abuse, we also have one of his favorite toys, which happens to be a half-smoked cigar filled with catnip.
Your Honor,
I am not making this up. We actually have a cat toy that's a cigar with catnip.
Your Honor, I apologize for interrupting the court, but this is a most important revelation. I can pet my dog.
Oh.
I feel like I wasted my time as a Halo.
Anyways, end my time for now. There you go. Wait! How do you...
You hold E to pull up the emote wheel. Prosecution is usually the one wiggling the finger. I know you can do objection. Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, I would like to present my bit of evidence here, which is this overfilled mailbox. This mailbox contains the patch notes for Dwarf Fortress, indicating that with the advent of the tavern update where alcohol was spilling on the floor, cats would lick their alcohol-soaked paws and then die of alcohol poisoning. If my client had even a little sippy sip of that wine, the game would have treated it as having a full dose big enough for a dwarf, and he would be dead. The wine bottle is not good evidence, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
true,
we
I
are
will
not, this is not Dwarf Fortress. We are sock puppets. This is
Close
completely
enough,
different.
I will strike the wine bottle
read all
from
about it.
evidence.
Study show most houses destroyed by wrecking balls. More 11.
Oh my god, that's so good.
I will strike the wine bottle from evidence. Do the prosecution or defense have any witnesses they would like to call in?
Oh boy, do I. Oh boy, do I. Do I have a witness? I can't
This
call
is-
it
this
yet.
is
Yes,
fine.
no,
It's not
you
letting me.
you do in fact have a witness.
I do have
The
a
witness
witness.
doesn't have shit on you. We're gonna get you through this, okay?
I love how Lola's talking to the defendant.
The defendant looks
I'd
at
like
me
to
when I
call
look
the
at them.
truck driver to the stand.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Truck Driver. I'm aware that you were driving past the scene of the crime when this house was apparently demolished. Was allegedly definitely was demolished by the cat that you see as the defendant here.
Yeah, I was working a
Objection,
14-hour
that has
shift.
not been proven yet.
You stop talking.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh,
The prosecution is already assuming that the demolition was my client's fault.
Sustained.
Am I supposed to answer a question?
Yes, prosecution, if you will.
Oh, sorry. Yes. You were at the scene of the crime. Can you describe to us the sights that you saw?
Well, what I saw was a house that was partially destroyed as I was driving by on my 18-hour shift. And I know that there was paw prints nearby.
I see. And would those paw prints match the? Would you believe? I believe the court will find that those paw prints match the prints that we have on file for the defendant. Do you have anything else for us, Mr. Truck Driver?
Well, I was driving pretty fast. Those people needed their refrigerators, and I was just about to go off the ramp.
I see. All right. I have no more questions for
And
this.
does the defense have any questions for the witness? Lola, you're muted. There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I was just configuring my soundboard.
Oh dear God.
Mr. Truck Driver, did you actually see my client here anywhere near the house at the time?
Well, there looked to be a lot of cats in that neighborhood, so I was driving pretty fast, but I think I can remember there being your client nearby.
You think you remember my client being... There were a lot of cats nearby. Are you... like... Your Honor, this is clearly a case of racial profiling.
This does sound like profiling. Okay, if nobody else has any further questions for the witness, would the defense like to call their witness in?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor. I would like to bring Nosy Janitor to the stand.
Oh, hello.
Are they a hamster?
I'm not a hamster. That's just my hair.
No, like the like green and white makes it look like a green hamster.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just a little nervous. It's my first time being in court.
Who just plays one on TV.
Okay, defense, do you have any questions for the witness?
Yes. Miss Nosy Janitor, as our Judge Chicken Tendies pointed out, you look like a hamster, but that is not true. You just play one on TV, that's right?
Yes. In my daytime occupation.
Exactly. And in that daytime occupation, have you ever had the chance to interact with my client?
Oh yes, I've been with this cat before. Lovely cat.
And you can see that my client has not, in fact, eaten the witness. Which would be the kind of thing a cat would do.
I just play I'm not a hamster.
Exactly.
Extra, read all about it.
We've got some breaking news here. The prosecutor insults hamster witness in front of the court. This is not good for the prosecution, folks.
Transfam
Promise I'm
wants
not
to
a
bring up
hamster.
Honorable Judge Chicken Tendies. Did you remember to take your estrogen?
I haven't done it yet. That is today though.
Oh.
I'm doing it later. It's fine.
It's important for the judge to be able to
Do we need to call a brief recess for?
Feel your estrogen. Take your estrogen.
It's fine. I do it in the evenings. It's fine.
Okay.
Fair enough. But yeah, there is a 6-hour difference, so it is kind of afternoon for the judge. Exactly. In all the Miss Janitor, at any of the in any of the time that you've known Mr. Skimbleshanks, have you ever known him to be the kind of person who would demolish a house not scheduled for demolition?
Well, every cat has their secrets. I don't believe this one would demolish a house, but you know, I get most of my information from watching. I didn't really talk to this cat. I don't know.
Fair enough. In fact, if I would like to present this notebook here. This notebook actually shows that my client is quite fastidious in the houses that are scheduled for demolition. Now, my client has pummeled the fuck out of several houses, Your Honor, but only ones scheduled for demolition. Yeah. He is a cat that follows procedure to the letter, and I think as a janitor, you know about following procedure, is that not right?
Of course. You clean, you look through the belongings, you clean some more, and you leave.
Exactly. Your Honor, no further questions.
And the prosecution, do you have any have any questions for the witness?
Oh boy, do I. Nosy Janitor, who also portrays a hamster on TV. Are you aware of the further allegations of the defendant?
I'll
Outside
be
of this
honest,
trial?
I'm a little tired and forgot a lot of this case.
All right. I'll let me remind you that, well, some of these are allegations and some of these have been proven to be fact. He has been known to be a incessant biter, especially when it comes to grooming. He will not allow people to brush him. And yet he is somehow to be believed to not have done this demolition. Have you seen the state?
The biting is not on trial here.
Fine.
That is true, though. He won't let us groom him.
But how are we supposed to believe that someone who does not groom themselves or allow themselves to be groomed can keep a house in a clean state?
Well, he did bite me when I tried to clean around him.
The biting
As you
proves
see,
nothing.
Your Honor,
you know. Cats bite
the
everyone all the
defendant
time.
has a history of violence. I do have another piece of evidence, but I can't put it up. And as you can see, he has been known to also be a habitual toe stubber of stubbing other people's little toes. Not just biting. He goes as far as to inflict one of the greatest pains known to mankind.
Gasp. Is this true, Scrimbleshanks?
It potentially may be true. I've not discussed that with my client. However, I don't see how it's relevant to demolishing a house that is not scheduled for demolition.
He has a history of violence.
A history of violence is not a history of destruction of property.
One could argue that violence leads to destruction.
One could be wrong.
Order. And then we will be closing arguments, and then I will ask the jury what they think, and we will make a verdict. Prosecution, you may begin first.
Members of the Twitch jury, I asked you to look into your own experience with cats. I mean, not all cats are created equal. However, does this look like the face of a cat with brain cells? Does this look like the face of a cat who is aware of what he is doing on any given day? Does this look like the face of a cat who would not lash out in anger at another cat and cause an entire calamity of shoe racks and hat racks to fall and end up and result in destroying a house? I rest my case, Your Honor. I rest my case.
Okay. And the
I'd like
defense?
to think that cats are pretty fucking poggers myself, as a former cat girl, though. So.
I mean, I'm not denying that cats aren't poggers.
Thank you.
Cats are pretty poggers.
Your Honor, I think we can
This
all
court
agree.
does rule the cats are indeed poggers.
Your Honor, yes, cats are indeed poggers, and while I think the evidence speaks for itself. My client has, I will remind you of the shoelaces that my client was chasing at the time of the demolition. And that we brought up, of course, my client's fastidious history of demolishing houses that are scheduled for demolition. My cat client does things by the book, except for that one night where he was chasing my shoelaces. Yeah, as you know, cats fucking love shoelaces, and it just
Thank you. Now we will ask the jury.
All right, Chad. Put exclamation point guilty or exclamation point not guilty if you think Skimbleshanks here was involved.
Don't forget to
Oh,
vote.
no.
You don't want to be one of those voteless.
Exactly. Skimbleshanks' fate is in your hands.
As always, we execute those who don't use their vote. It is your what's it?
God-given right.
Mandated duty to make sure your voice is heard.
Same thing, different name.
Your Honor,
is
as
so
this
super
cat's
awkward.
mom, I would like to point out my son is brainless. That's diminished capacity.
This is true. if they have no brain, they cannot
Why
commit
is this
crime
so
because
close? We heard the crime. Over the microphone. I had to go clean this up.
It literally did happen while we were streaming.
So fucking funny. Yeah, you destroyed the foyer.
He destroyed the foyer, but yeah, that's not a house.
I may have
True.
exaggerated a little bit in the accusation, but
It's
I
a
think we're
50-50
good
split.
This is the thing. You never, when it comes to prosecution, you don't go for the harder crimes. You go for what you can prove.
It's true.
Tax
As the
evasion.
jury is exactly split, I will make my own decision, and I am of the position.
Hey, I'm so good at law.
That fucking.
I'm so good at law.
Oh, I looked at the evidence the most.
That sounds
That sounds like Stimble.
Hey Lola, I sent you my notes on the trial.
I saw, yeah, I was,
Wait,
I was
wait,
struggling in the
wait.
background here.
Kitty is in fact
As a
innocent.
former cat girl, I can confirm that when I drank alcohol, I often got drunk. I had a good time. I flirted way too much and way too often, and often woke up in a stranger's bed. However, in my defense, I rarely got drunk enough to get sick or black out. I'd like to think I was a rather well-behaved drunken cat girl. I forgot what this case was about. Sorry. Amazing.
Yeah, I think I
Great.
should go and sleep.
Fair enough.
You're
Thank you
awake?
for joining us.
I have to go pee.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I've been a little out of it for this.
Oh,
That's
it's
okay.
so fun.
Yeah, we got not guilty.
I have to go pee.
Yeah.
We did get not guilty.
We still got a
guess
fairly packed court here. I think we.
I actually have to dip out for a bit as well. I should be back in like.
Okay.
I have to go
So,
pee.
Thank you so much, but I'm gonna.
I have to go pee.
Okay. We can take an ad break here then.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just.
BRB.
All right, everyone. Yeah. Be right back,
I
everybody.
will be back if you're still going.
Skimble, you're
Okie dokie.
Skimble, you're not guilty. Where is he?
Alright, I have a cat in my lap. You're not guilty, Stimble, I guess. You're just too cute. Ah!
Skimble, you got out. You stepped on something.
What is it? In hand. What? Nothing there.
Yeah.
Fogo tinted. Did you not have
All right. I guess I'll be.
going through chat
I guess
now.
I'll be defense if we don't have any defendants.
Let's see here, I'm going to chat. What final destination shit happened where shoelaces in a coat rack resulted in a house being demolished? Shanks basically being accused of being Mr. Prosser from the opening of the Hitchhiker's Guide to What's stopping them from pushing over buildings. Lexi does make a good point. Cats do push things off the table.
Yee. Ba, 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 ba. So, do we need like a couple more people, or?
I'm not entirely sure. We should ask Lola when.
I think these are the 4 that are necessary, but I could be wrong. Like, I don't think we need the bailiff and the journalist as much.
I wanted to play the journalist, but I guess I can be defense.
Hopefully we can find a couple other people.
Me too.
I can reach out.
All right, everyone, we're back, and yeah, we do have kind of all the main roles covered. Like, we don't necessarily need a journalist or bailiff, but technically, like, the minimum amount needed is 3, but like 4 gives it that little bit of extra like flavor, and then like everything else is just you know, it's nice to have if you have it.
I wanted to be the journalist, but it's okay.
Eli, yeah, that was Neri stepping on something. That was the screen you.
That was me. I stepped on something sharp.
And then you put it in my hand, and it was like the tiniest thing ever. I don't even know what it was. It was like maybe from when you broke a glass or something, because it was very tiny.
Nice, Saxon. Yeah, Lolatov content. Nice. Let's see,
My
Tara says counter.
my foot honestly still kind of hurts.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's not fun. Hydrate non-shrimp? I will, yes.
Hi.
Such a great chat.
Oh, that's a big stretch.
Yeah, I'm
Stretchies, as one would say.
working on my transfem stretches.
Oh, you got. I was gonna say, was that you, by the way? After all the shit you've given me. It was really funny because you were like, oh yeah, all trans girls sound like they're getting railed when they stretch, and I was like, I'm glad I don't, and you're like, yes, the fuck you do. I was like, wait.
Hold on, hold on.
I've never said that I don't.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
I lean into it.
Does this sound like I'm getting railed?
A little.
Might be like waiting for the train, but rail. I don't know. I had something that.
But then it got derailed.
Ayo.
Oh, we can. There are apparently different maps. Oh shit.
Not high enough energy railed, more like monorailed.
I want to see the different maps. What different maps? Trial of the Crown?
Ooh, okay. And then like Cosmic Order Trial.
Okay.
Lights, camera trial. Okay, so we've got like basic courtroom, we've got like medieval courtroom, sci-fi courtroom, and then just game show.
This is gonna be fun.
Game show, so it just turns into Judge Judy.
Kind of, yeah. Okay, yeah.
To be fair, the
do
most
this.
interesting character in Judge Judy was the bailiff.
He is not Judge Judy an executioner. Lexi, we are waiting on you if you're.
Oh shoot, I'm ready.
Alright, let's fucking go.
Oh!
Let's fucking go!
Welcome back to my game show,
Oh,
Guilty
wow.
or Not.
I am your dishonorable judge, Lexi the Shark, and what I say in my courtroom goes. I take 0 shits. Just like any,
Babe, we can't hear you.
Today.
Babe, we can't hear you.
just and
I've been muted this entire time.
Yes.
Can you hear me now? Ooh.
No, we can't hear you. I turned off push to talk. Why don't you come talk into my microphone?
Why isn't my microphone working? It is set up correctly. Hello?
We're having some microphone issues here, chat.
I'm gonna try unplugging and plugging it back in. Can you hear me now?
No.
Have I been muted
There
this
we
entire?
go. Sorry.
Hello?
No.
Can you hear me now? Oop. Can you hear me now? There we go.
Wait, can you hear me? Hello?
We lost it again.
Sorry. No. Wait, can you hear me? Or no?
It's okay.
Hello?
I can hear you.
We lost it again.
Everything is really delayed.
It does feel very delayed. It might be because Lola is selecting stuff.
Okay,
I'll see how we feel after.
Mr.
Pengy.
Stealing video game.
Alright.
Are we able to hear me now?
Yes, we can.
There we go. So it was because Lola was. Welcome to my courtroom. What I say goes. I take 0 shits. I am just like Judge Judy, but way better. Would the prosecution like to make some opening statements for us?
Yes, I certainly would. Your Honor, the defendant, Mr. Pengy, stands accused of stealing videos game. Now I have some evidence here. Now the crime of video game stealing is not on trial here. Whether or not you personally believe that stealing from AAA video game companies is a crime or not.
I think it's morally correct and that everybody should do it.
Regardless of that,
Exactly.
I need to.
I'm
you
an
need to
unbiased
allow me
judge.
to. I know, right? You need to hit the button there with your hammer so that I can do the thing.
Like that?
Thank you. Yes.
There we go.
Now, it's true that the defendant, Mr. Pengy, was a broke-ass bitch, as this credit card shows here. The fact that the defendant was a broke-ass bitch meant that he was forced to steal videos game in order to be able to play them. As I said, the system isn't on trial here. If you want to make video game piracy illegal, or legal, write to your congressman. But right now, the laws are clearly on the books state that Mr. Pengy over there did in fact steal videos game.
I see. Is that all you have for your opening statement?
I have this other piece of evidence, Your Honor, a sleeping bag. They were waiting for the exact moment when the store closed in this sleeping bag in an alley. They were propped up here with the sleeping bag just over them, so it looked like another regular bag of trash, so that they could then sneak in after hours.
This wasn't like digital piracy. This was physical piracy.
Yes, this was premeditated. He waited outside of the GameStop power to the players and just snuck in whilst the door was.
This little guy,
closing.
Yes,
really?
we'd like to thank our sponsors for today, GameStop, power to the players. Sign up for their pro membership today, and also get a free subscription to Game Informer. Sorry. Is that all that you have for us?
That is it for now, Your Honor. The defense rests at Wait, am I the prosecution? I'm the prosecution. Yeah, the prosecution rests at this time, Your Honor.
I will allow the defense.
Tuflower, your games are mostly free these days.
Everything is free if it's not nailed down, right?
Your Honor, this is a gross overreach of the justice system. Don't throw that at me, you bitch.
Hey, we're on national TV. I'm gonna have to ask you to watch your language.
The credit card is not relevant to this case. my client is not a broke-ass bitch, as suggested, as proven by this bank account full of money.
What?
And
No idea.
me that-
That's exactly what it's like, Frequency. Yeah. Did you? By the way, look up at the TV there. Do you see the subtitles? Blah 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 blah.
That's so good.
therefore, the client, my client did not need to steal video game, as their bank account is fucking loaded. And as for the sleeping bag, they were waiting for their job, which is pizza delivery, as demonstrated by this empty pizza box, and were not attempting to break into GameStop like a crazed Black Friday shopper.
The defense, if you will, the question isn't if the defendant needed to steal, it's if they did or did not.
I'm telling you that they didn't.
Also, it sounds like they were in an alleyway where empty pizza boxes are coming found. I know I'm the judge, and I'm acting like I'm the prosecution. You can act that.
I mean, you're the one that we have to appease, Your Honor.
Yes, I'm totally not being bribed under the table. I expect the prosecution to have pizza at my doorstep by the end.
You know, I hear Noella's good at under the table bribes.
That I am.
Your Honor, the empty pizza box could just prove that they stole pizza and videos game.
Pizza and video games. Does the defendant have any more evidence to present to the court?
They could not have stolen the pizza box, or they could not have stolen the videos game in the alleyway, because they were doing a jigsaw puzzle.
That's another
You-
videos game.
Your Honor, I have some counter evidence to present to this.
Yes. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. Go ahead,
Your Honor,
prosecution.
Your Honor, how could they have been doing a jigsaw puzzle when they had boxing gloves? Not only can you not type with boxing gloves, but clearly the defendant was getting ready to punch someone if they got caught stealing videos game.
The
Clearly,
prosecution makes a very good point.
Then how do you explain the jigsaw puzzle piece?
Hey,
ex-
it is not your turn to talk. Continue, prosecution.
Thank you. All we know is that boxing gloves are used for replying to emails and punching people if they catch you stealing videos game.
This is very true. This is very true.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're beautiful today.
Oh,
And
thank
every
you.
day.
I do try my best. Now, with the prosecution, would you call any witnesses?
Yes, I have my witness here, a gardener.
How do I do that? Wait.
I think it's you use the
Mouse wheel.
Scroll the mouse wheel to
Scroll the mouse wheel. Look at your hammer.
Oh,
It has.
there we go. All right,
Hello,
Gardner,
Your
what have you
Honors.
got for us?
Yeah, I saw the defendant do it. I was out in my garden, gardening, as I do, because I love flowers, and I love my garden, and I love gardening. And I saw him with the videos game. God damn it. I saw him with the video game, and he didn't have it in a bag or anything. He just took it.
Oh, that's all the evidence that I need to hear. Witness, Miss Gardner.
Yes,
Did
that's
you-
my name.
Did you see the defendant with the boxing gloves?
I didn't see any boxing gloves. I just saw a video game tucked under his arm.
Okay, cool. So it seems like the boxing gloves were likely a backup weapon in case something went awry. But yeah, the boxing gloves are not on trial here. The gloves gloves may not fit, but that doesn't
No.
mean that we have to acquit.
It would be
Um,
very silly if there were boxing gloves on trial.
Exactly. So, you have it here. Prosecution rests. The witness saw the witness. My witness saw the accused stealing videos game.
All right. Does the defense have any questions for the gardener? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Whoops. There you go.
Gardener.
That's my name.
Yes, Ms. Gardener.
I hardly know her.
Yes, you do.
Can you recall the title of the video game?
It was an indie game. That's how I knew it was bad. It wasn't a AAA game. We don't steal indie games. We only
An
steal
indie game from
It's
GameStop.
okay to steal from Ubisoft.
Well, which one's it?
Yes.
What was the title of the game?
I did.
GameStop does not sell indie games, Your Honor.
Your Honor, the defense is pelting my witness with paper balls.
Please don't badger me. Badgers are bad
Yeah.
for my garden.
You know, the witness is used to getting balls in her face, but you know, not on TV in front of like the entire nation.
Exactly. That's more of a private matter.
That GameStop carries games of all sorts, especially when it comes to Nintendo Switch. I mean, they have fucking physical Undertale games.
They have Stardew Valley, which is technically an
The
indie game.
question of whether it's indie or a AAA game is irrelevant.
You still haven't told us the title.
It was under the defendant's arm. I didn't see what the title was. I didn't see them leave the store. I saw them sneak into their house. So I assumed that they were stealing it.
You assume that they were stealing it, but you cannot conclusively confirm that they were stealing it.
I know what they say. When you assume, it makes you look fucking stupid. But I'm not stupid, okay? I'm not stupid. I know what I said.
Nobody's calling you stupid, Mr. Arthur. You're the smartest person I've ever met.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You know, besides
Besides myself, of course.
Of course, yeah.
All right.
All right. If nobody else has any other questions for this witness, would the defendant like to call a witness?
I would like to call a witness.
I would like to thank my sponsor, GameStop. Power to the players.
Power to the players.
How do I call the witness again?
The judge
you
has
have to open
to
up
allow
the
you to
file.
present evidence.
Oh.
Currently, it's stuck on my turn. There you go.
Okay,
I don't hear anything.
there we go. There we go.
Yep.
I would like to call the doctor to the stand.
Oh shit, we've got a Time Lord on the stage?
Time Lord.
I am not a Time Lord, but I am a doctor.
Are you the mythical 9 out of 10 doctors?
I am. I'm all 9 of them.
Now, doctor, you were treating a patient at the GameStop at the time the theft supposedly took place. Is that true?
That is correct. I was helping a patient who was hyperventilating too hard after they heard about Elder Scrolls 6 being delayed longer.
Did you see my client there?
But let me take a good look at the client. No, I did not see your client there.
Wow, your witness kind of sucks. For your case.
I don't suck. That would be Miss Gardner.
Oh, true, yeah.
If the client was not at the GameStop, how could they have stolen the physical copy?
Were you not just saying that that he was not at the doctor's office?
The doctor was treating a patient at the GameStop. This has been established.
Yes,
I was.
Your Honor, are we to believe that GameStop is also a place where people receive healthcare?
Not with those prices, no.
Well, I was called out there. I'm a house doctor. I also perform on houses.
Is GameStop a house, Your Honor?
No, it's
No, it's
The Game
specifically a stop. It's not called Game House.
We're arguing semantics at this point.
Does the defense have anything else to ask your witness?
No further questions.
All right.
All right,
Prosecution.
Please
Please
cross-examine the witness.
Your Honor, I think the witness has given me all that I need to hear from that, which is great considering it was a witness for the defense. Like, honestly, I would like to thank the defense for bringing this particular witness to the stand. Like, just really made my job easy.
I would like to
it did.
confirm that I'm not saying they did or did not steal anything. I'm simply saying I spent my time helping a patient who was hyperventilating too hard about the Elder Scrolls.
And you can
And you
spend
can
your
spend your
time this summer
at GameStop with the hottest deals on the hottest games.
Go to
Go to GameStop.com to pre-order whatever new game is for Switch 2. I can't remember what it was called.
How about the Elder Scrolls 6?
Elder Scrolls 6.
It'll be out at some point.
I'd like to thank my sponsor, GameStop. Power to the players.
Yeah, sorry. No, they're re-releasing Skyrim again.
All right. Well, if that's all we have for the witnesses. Is there any more evidence that either the defense or the prosecution has to present before I call in the jury?
The prosecution rests, Your Honor. We are feeling EP sleepy.
Sleepy.
Your Honor? Your Honor, I have evidence to present.
All right. I'll allow it.
My client could not have driven to GameStop because they had a flat tire.
Gasp.
I see.
Audible gasp.
Audible gasp. Here's that.
Oh, that's good.
That's good.
Does the prosecution have anything to say?
Your Honor, we have an eyewitness stating that the stating that the accused left the GameStop with Videos game. We're not here to discuss whether or not they drove to the GameStop. They could have walked. They could have gotten public transport. They could simply have called an Uber.
We also have a witness saying they were at the GameStop and didn't see the defendant there.
I have stricken the flat tire from the record as the prosecution makes a very good point. So I believe we're going to move along now to closing statements. Prosecution, if you will.
Your Honor, I do have one more piece of evidence to suggest that the defense is attempting to fabricate evidence to make the witness appear like they couldn't have been at the GameStop. How do you how did the defense know that they had a flat tire? I think this bent nail here will paint a very clear picture that the defense is trying to cover up for their client.
Are you telling me that there's corruption in my courtroom?
Unsanctioned corruption, Your Honor.
Unsanctioned corruption. You could be held in contempt of court for this.
What are you talking
Speaking of
about?
corruption, you can check out Corruption of Champions at GameStop.
Until now, for $39.99.
A bet. How would the nail be bent if it was used to puncture the tire? The tires would have to be of solid metal in order to bend the nail.
The rims are made of metal.
I don't make tires. Don't ask me.
Corruption of Champions is held in contempt of God.
All right.
Contempt.
Closing statements from the defense. Closing statements.
Your Honor, my client is perfectly innocent of this crime, and I would like to deposit that it was actually the prosecution that is fabricating evidence with very sexy under the table deals, as evidenced by this disposable cell phone that they used to call the DA's office to fabricate evidence.
Imagine submitting evidence.
I'm
during
cutting
your
that from
closing
the, I'm
statement.
scrubbing that from the record, as that has no relevance to this case.
It has all the
Anyways, let's see what the Twitch.
It has all the relevance to this case.
How do I get the Twitch errors? Excuse me.
I,
I'm trying
do you have
hit-
to drop the hammer?
This is corruption on live
Hi,
Tetronomicon!
Thank you for the raid. For those who don't know me, my name is Lola, the world's only Molotov cocktail VTuber. I checked, and we're currently we've got a penguin on trial for stealing videos game. What were we streaming, huh?
Videos.
I know. I thought that was it makes
That's pretty
funnier.
good.
I think. Yeah.
I like that somebody redeemed the uwu voice redeem as I hit the fucking stand.
All right, we're gonna leave this up to our Twitch viewers.
Oh boy.
Now, as you see, I will
Exclamation
have
point
no
yes
corruption
or
in my
exclamation
court.
point no.
I'll have no corruption in my court. It's just something I do not stand for.
Chad vote yes, that guilty.
But
is-
But you know what I will stand for? Those hot summer deals at GameStop. Sign up for a pro membership today.
God
and get a
damn
free
it.
game that's under $5 from an outdated console.
I'm loving this running joke.
It is
My
good.
favorite.
The Twitch jurors are overwhelmingly saying guilty as well.
Yeah, they
They
are
are overwhelmingly saying guilty.
You too can be part of the legal process. Hashtag not legal advice.
All right. I'm ready to deliver a verdict. But before I do, I'd like to remind you that this court is sponsored by GameStop, powered to the gamers. And now I will reveal my decision. It is guilty. Guilty as sock.
Surprising,
Guilty
because
as
which
you'll
is
be
the
if you
difference
don't
of
go
girls.
and sign up for a pro membership at our sponsors GameStop.
Mr. Pinky is guilty. Upon hearing the verdict, they attempted a final heartfelt speech. Oh, it's the same one as earlier.
Yeah.
I think they need more of those. See,
Oh, I left a note, and I got recognized for it.
the good student, 40
what was the
characters.
It said, Your Honor, in my defense, I was feeling a little silly.
I love this. Hi Lilith, how you
I'll
doing?
be the judge this time.
All right, who haven't I guess have I done prosecution?
You've done
Yeah, I
prosecution.
did prosecution.
You haven't done witness yet.
I mean, we can.
I'm
haven't
not
done
ready for prosecution.
I'm ready for
Just
this
bullshit.
shit.
That's just the.
Your Honor, in my defense, oopsie. I think you're like the fourth person to say that, Tetranomica.
Yeah, that's.
It makes you laugh every time, though.
This brings me back to the Supreme Court case of oopsies versus daisies. Okay. Let's do a trial of the round. Now, yes, this is very classy. It's even got some like lit music in the background. Okay, I might actually turn the sound up for this a little bit. Sweet. Oh, the different emotes here. On what do you swear? I swear on the Wendy's right here. All right, let us see what the prosecution accuses my client of. Oh, Bagel Gremlin of not paying rent even if it is too damn high. I love that.
Court is
This is a
now
public
in
fight.
session for the trial of Bagel Gremlin, accused of the crime of not paying rent even if it is too damn high. Prosecution,
Hi, Bunny.
please present your opening statement.
So very. I know, right? We can do our own little Phoenix Wright stuff.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Your
buddy.
Honor. Ladies, gentlemen, everything in between, thank you for joining us here today. Bagel Gremlin is accused of not paying rent, even if it is too damn high. I understand that as a former retired magical girl, she needed to come out of retirement, but that does not excuse them not paying their rent, even if it is too damn high. And I can prove that they were doing things other than paying their rent. They were out chasing dreams of finding treasure instead of working and paying their rent, even if it is too damn high.
Very well. Defense, your opening statement, if you please.
Thank you, Your Honor. I just want to take a moment to remind everybody why we're here. We are raising funds for Trans Lifeline, a non-profit made by trans people for trans people that will allow people to get their legal, social, bureaucratic, and medical-based needs as and when they need them. Please check out the translifeline.org in chat, and if you have any spare dollary dues that you can throw at the Tiltify link, I would very much appreciate it. Now,
Objection, Your Honor. While I do appreciate Trans Lifeline, a nonprofit organization made by trans people for trans people, I feel like that is baiting the jury to sway one side over the other. Thank you.
well, I do in fact have some evidence, Your Honor, about extenuating circumstances here. My client, Bagel Gremlin, is accused of not paying the rent, even if it is too damn high. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that my client was acting in self-defense of her own livelihood. After all, if there is one thing that we can all blame on the rent being too damn high, it is hyperinflation. And if there's one thing that affects us all right now, it is the fact that inflation is raising interest rates through the roof and is destroying the worth of our own money. Your Honor, I would invite you to go on the internet and check that the inflation rates are up
Objection,
to
Your
about
Honor.
34%.
My kinks have nothing to do with this trial.
When were your kinks even mentioned?
I'm just talking about inflation.
Hyperinflation, Your Honor.
The bench has learned more about the prosecution than it ever wished to know.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I'll be out another corruption of champions.
It is true that hyperinflation is out of control, almost requiring one to go and hunt for treasure in order to make rent.
Indeed. My client was also subject to salary cuts. As you know, the price of Twitch subs has raised from $5 to $6, meaning that whilst that is only an extra dollar per month, it is too damn high for some people to consider paying. Meaning that that many people, rather than going to an off-site source like, say, Kofi.com, they were simply giving up on subbing altogether.
Hmm.
That could not.
My defendant is also so poor that their clock has stopped. They cannot even afford to replace the battery. That is how broke ass they are. I have nothing further at this time.
Very well. Prosecution?
Your Honor, while Miss Cocktail may be correct, that rent is too damn high. That does not negate the fact that Miss Gremlin did not pay their rent. They are contractually obligated to pay. In fact, I know they were trying to get out of their contract due to a secret meeting in which they were trying to have their own landlord offed. That was actually really fucking good.
Thank you.
That was really fucking good, Lola.
Tiny meow in the attempt to distract me during my statement.
I mean, if you really want to distract her, you could just use your words for tea.
Any other evidence to present?
I do. In fact, I know for a fact that it was a meeting to take out their landlord because of this diary. God damn it.
Oh,
Thank
no.
you. Moo. Moo, moo, moo. Moo, 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 moo. Moo, moo.
What is this? A bond?
Moo.
What is this? A court for farmyard animals?
No, it is a courtroom in a castle.
Kangaroo court.
Moo, moo. Moo, 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 moo.
I don't see any kangaroos here.
Does anyone speak cow? I can no longer understand the prosecution.
I can translate.
Moo, moo.
We can all translate.
They need to be milked.
Moo, moo, moo.
Bailiff,
They're
milk the prosecutor!
Thank you. Okay, I can speak again. Okay, so the diary in question states it has a specific entry. Dear diary, today I'm meeting up with an assassin to take out my landlord because my rent is too damn high.
Quite compelling.
That sounds a bit inconvenient.
In my case, it is a bit convenient.
Oh my gosh, this is like that one movie, Chicago, where they forged the diary.
He ran into my knife. He ran into my knife 9 times.
He had it coming.
Does the prosecution have any witnesses to call to the stand?
Yes. In fact, I do.
Oh, it's 6 times? I don't remember. Okay.
I would like to call forth a nosy janitor. One that I believe may have seen the whole thing happen.
Nosy janitor who plays a hamster on TV.
No, I'm a different nosy janitor.
Oh, okay.
I'm a
Ah,
different nosy
correct.
janitor.
Sorry.
What animal do you play on TV?
I don't
play any animals. I'm the janitor for Parks and Recreation. I happen to spy the secret meeting while I was emptying out the trash cans.
Thank
And
you
I'm
so
very
much.
nosy, so I listened in on the whole thing.
Can you tell me what you heard?
Oh, it was awful, I tell you. I heard whispers of poisonings, of assassinations, of sniper rifles. Oh, it's just too much to bear. It's just,
It's okay. It's okay.
just-
You're in a
just-
safe space. You're in a safe space. Mr. or Mrs. Janitor,
Yes.
can I have you confirm that the defendant is who you saw having this conversation.
Let me get a better look at them.
This means nothing.
I believe I saw somebody that looked like them, but I cannot be sure that it was the exact person.
You heard it, Your Honor. That was the exact person.
Objection, Your Honor. The witness specifically said that they could not be sure that this was the exact person.
Objection sustained. That is...
Yeah, the
Objection
prosecution
sustained. That is indeed what the witness said.
Objection, Your Honor. I suffer from selective hearing. I have a doctor's note.
Please present the doctor's note as evidence.
Let me see if I brought it. I had it at home. That's not it.
That's a scratched CD. That's an antique chandelier. Neither of those things are doctor's notes.
Objection.
The Phantom of... No, okay, I left it at home, Your Honor. I apologize, but I do suffer from selective hearing.
I see. Any further questions for the witness?
I think my witness has made their point, and I appreciate them taking time out of their nosy day to be here with us today. Thank you. Thank you.
Defense.
No further questions.
Defense, do you wish to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor. I'm very cross, and I would very much like to examine this witness.
Why did you have to phrase it like that?
You're not my doctor.
I'm gonna ask you to turn your head and cough.
Oh, sorry.
Your Honor, the green light is still on the prosecution.
Oh.
Thank you.
No.
You have to
scroll.
Just switch your
There we go. So, Miss Nosy Janitor, if that is your real name.
My real name's Belinda.
Ah, okay. I see. We were led to believe that this witness's name was Nosy Janitor, only to find out that it is...
Nosy Janitor is a title.
Ah, okay. Would you say that title is well-deserved?
Oh yes, well deserved. I listen in on everybody's conversations, including secret government signal meetings I'm not supposed to be in.
Those meetings are not all that secret, let's be fair. And I see here that you're quite the stalker type, Belinda.
Objection, Your Honor. My witness is not on trial.
Very, very well. All right. My question here is, sure, you were talking about that my witness was discussing an assassination, sniper rifles, poison. Are you sure that they were not simply playing Valorant?
There was no PC. Where are you going to plug in a PC in a public park?
I said they were discussing Valorant. Look at my witness, Your Honor. My witness is non-binary, and as you know, the trans and non-binaries love they Valorant. I'm pretty sure I've heard them making catgirl noises in the lobby, even when it's just a regular building lobby.
Oh, that was me, I'm afraid. Meow, 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 meow.
See, this is all very circumstantial.
Cue my chat calling me a puppy. In 3, 2, 1.
So this could easily have just been a discussion about a video game, rather than an actual murder. Like, hell yeah, Texanomicon translates.
The charge is not murder, but the charge is not paying rent.
Yes, Your Honor, but my client, the witness here is accusing Bagel Gremlin of planning to assassinate her landlord.
An attempted assassination is not on trial today. What is relevant for both of you. Defense and prosecution, was the rent paid or was it not?
All right. Well, in that case, I have no further questions for this witness.
Very well. Defense, would you wish to call a witness to the stand?
Your Honor, yes, I would like to call stressed intern to the stand.
Hi. I'm a bit stressed, I'm afraid.
Yes, we can see that. Witness, can you state your name and occupation?
Oh, yes, I am Carl, the stressed intern. I also just happen to be a landlord for a couple buildings.
Carl.
Carl.
That's what I say, my name's Carl. This is why I just got my stressed intern.
Sometimes they go, Carl! You know, like, yeah.
I don't like it when people yell.
He came in a different box, Carl.
Carl, that kills people!
Oh, I'm in the wrong
People, I
here.
just wanted to
suck.
be a landlord and an unpaid intern.
So, Mr. Intern, if that is your real name.
No, my name's Carl. We were just over there.
Carl.
No.
Carl! Carl, that kills people!
So,
Carl, where are his hands?
Oh, I
Anyway.
cooked them up and ate.
Carl, yeah, my witness is in fact your tenant. Is that correct?
That is correct.
And you're saying that they did not pay the rent. Is that correct?
They did not pay the rent, and as an unpaid intern, that's not acceptable.
And would you classify the rent as too damn high?
I would classify the rent as not high enough, as I'm an unpaid intern and I don't get paid.
Okay, this is all very compelling evidence. Have you considered though? Landlords ain't people. Landlords ain't people. I rest my case, Your
Objection,
Honor.
the defense is badgering their own witness?
Defense, how is this witness supposed to help your case?
Landlords ain't people, Your Honor, so my witness should not have to pay
I'm not
rent.
flesh and blood.
No, you're a sock puppet. But also, landlords ain't people.
Defense, stop assaulting your own witness.
Witness, more like witless.
Defense, you are out of order.
You can whack a mallet.
So yeah, landlords ain't people. Yeah, as I was saying, I rest my case.
This is the only
Time you'll see Maria Care on the side of landlords.
That's true. That's true. Fuck landlords.
Same. Fuck landlords.
Prosecutor Noel, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
I absolutely would. Carl!
Carl.
I apologize.
Get a grip, witness!
Carl, you said that you're a landlord, and when was the last time that you were paid rent by Bagel Gremlin?
Well, that's the thing. As an
As an unpaid intern, I don't get paid.
Understood. Also, during Pride Month, with the trans and the NBs, do you know what the slogan tends to be?
No.
I will enlighten you. The slogan is, be gay, do crime.
That is my slogan!
I understand, Your Honor. However, I believe that the crime here has been done. as they be gay
Crime is
and they
pretty
do
common,
crime.
but I don't like it when it happens to me.
Understandable. I am the exact same way.
Shut up,
This is not a
landlord.
harmless. This is not a.
I thought you were.
Unlike stealing from Walmart, this is not a harmless crime, as this is a poor, unpaid intern.
It's true that if the unpaid...
My tenants pay me.
Your Honor, if this is Pride Month and is my client not entitled to a little crimey crime as a treat?
That is true. The LGBTs are entitled to a little crimey crime as a treat.
We do love the L's, the G's, the B's, the T's, and the pluses. However,
And
you
the
can't have- well,
Q's.
You're right. The Q's, the I's, the A's, the A's.
That's what the
twos,
plus
and
is
so
for.
forth. Well, truth. That is what the plus is for. However, they
Saves
can
time.
do the crimes as a treat, but that does not mean that they don't see justice in the court of law.
Your Honor, if they see justice in the court of law for their crime, is it really a treat?
Yes. It is a tasty treat with caramel sauce.
I do love caramel, Your Honor.
Especially with sea salt in it.
Oh, that sounds delectable.
I'm siding with the defendant on that one. Sea salt with the caramel is fantastic.
My fluffy mouth is getting sticky at the thought of caramel. Just like, wait, do we even eat food as
What's it
soft
sticky
puppets?
with?
The caramel, obviously.
Right, caramel.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. I
Usually
went
making
somewhere
soft
after hearing about sticky mouths.
Yeah, we were all just
Sticky sock mouth.
Yeah. I'm back.
Sti-
Okay.
Sticky sock mouth was my name in college.
No, Your Honor, no further questions.
Very well.
Oh, you're so right, PS2 Wizard. If Cookie Monster can eat cookies, then I can eat caramel.
I believe it is time.
Fingers in mouth.
Oh,
I believe it is time
The fingers in your mouth
To
or knuckles in your teeth, either way, you're gonna
open
catch
to
these
open
hands.
to I believe it is
Like
time.
a teethy. You know, I need to stop. I'm on purple Twitch. I need to stop.
Order! Order in this court! Order in this court! The time has come!
Anarchy in the court. Overthrow the judge.
The time has come to call for a verdict.
We can't hear you. You're muted.
Your Honor, you are muted.
The
Okay.
time has come to call for a verdict. Jury, please enter into the chat exclamation mark yes or exclamation mark no. You
Oh, hey, I can vote in my own trial. Excellent.
Wait, what the fuck?
That's voting
corruption.
I'm here for it.
That's fine. I can vote too. Let's go.
There you go. See? We're all taking part.
You know, I actually noticed that when I was a prosecutor, but I thought it would be poor form. So I didn't vote.
No, I totally voted
You voted to send your own son to jail? That's true.
Commit a crime, you go to jail.
Kitty jail.
We are simple. If you land on go to jail, you go to jail.
Very well, it seems the jury has reached a verdict. Bagel Gremlin is hereby found not guilty.
Hooray! Oh wait, the selective hearing came in again.
Punchable face. Okay, they walked out singing in victory, but a passerby mistook their excitement for madness and sacked them in the jail bell.
Having a symbol.
Would you download a criminal charge? Yes, absolutely.
100%.
You would have doubted.
Nary pillow hands. I'm having more problems with the pen and paper 3 boss, the white man. I don't know. I've
that's so
never
funny.
seen that one.
All right, I
God,
think
that was
at
good.
this point, unfortunately, I do got to step out just because I can't risk getting Ren from work late. So
That's okay. I think this is a
Thank
good
you.
place to leave it. But
I think so. Yeah.
this has been a delightful experience, and I would love to try
Oh,
this again
I
sometime.
would.
Me
We should get
too.
another group together and do this
Me
again. This
too.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I want
Yeah.
a full
100%.
party. I want jurors everywhere.
It's so silly.
Yes.
Also, I would have used another evidence, but I forgot to make the point that I have selective reading as well, and didn't realize I could only use 5 pieces of evidence. And I
Love it.
It's really funny.
That's good. So,
Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
having me. This was a lot of fun.
this was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you thank you for coming.
This was so
Thank you
much
for
fun.
coming.
I think we should find someone to raid.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit.
Oh.
I'm gonna go for a little bit longer, but yeah, I'm gonna pop on out. Thank you again, y'all. Have
I'm
a good
gonna
one.
pop on out too, and I think I know who I'm going to raid.
Going to pop on now.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, chat, I am gonna leave y'all for now. I'm gonna send y'all to Lola's channel.
And then
Oop. I think she heard me.
thank you, Noel, for doing the
I'm gonna send y'all to Lola's channel. And so this is where I leave y'all for now. And as always, want y'all to remember, be gay, do crime, and I'll see you all next time.